Where's Norman Dale? Because we feel like we're in Hickory, but we're in Argos tonight at the Phil Waybright Gym and a couple of good small school teams. It's not Hickory and Terhune, but it's North Judson and Argos battling it out on this edition of the 46th Game of the Week. And how you doing, everybody? With the Hall of Famer Bo Hunt, it's Chuck Freeby. Craig Heatherly will join us courtside in just a matter of moments. The North Judson Blue Jays, Bo, we've talked about teams all season long that don't get respect. You can put the Blue Jays at the top of my list because they are 17-3 and not getting votes.
I mean, you talk about a team that has a lot of talent from top to bottom. They have depth. They have a star that can score almost 20 a game. 17-3, you're not even getting a vote in 2A. I mean, come on. And they believe that they're being disrespected as well. They won the conference. They went 7-0. They got a couple weeks before sectional. Their goal now is to win that sectional and be prepared for it.
That would make it back-to-back sectionals for Kent Cheeson's team. Meanwhile, Jason Breeden's Argos Dragons don't have to play in that 2A sectional. They are a 1A squad that graduated a lot of talent off last year's team, and it hasn't mattered. They're improving at 13-5.
Yeah, you talk about a team that's 13-5, lost a bunch of seniors. They're like, oh, this is just a rebuilding year. Well, the seniors on this team, they go, no, hold a second. We're not rebuilding. We're coming out here. We're going to have a good season. J.J. Moore is just a great kid and a great athlete as well, leading this team. And I think that's one of the keys in his leadership.
Courtside tonight, Craig Heatherly joins us per usual. Craig, the tournament just a couple of weeks away. How important is a non-conference matchup like tonight for these two squads?
Yeah, Chuck, one of the hardest things to get in sports is momentum. One of the hardest things to stop in sports is momentum. And that's exactly what these teams are going to be looking to gain tonight. So whether it's conference, non-conference, beginning of the season, end of the season, it doesn't matter. A win tonight can catapult this team or any team to new heights.
17-3 versus 13-5. It's not charity that we're here. These are two good ball clubs we think you're going to enjoy. So stick around for the St. Joe County Police Department pregame show and the Jordan Automotive Keys to Win. And it's next on the 46th Game of the Week.
This is the WHME TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week. Brought to you by Bill's Heating, Health Markets, Tony Letcher, St. Joseph County Police Department, Martin's Supermarkets, Interra Credit Union, HealthLink, Jordan Automotive Group, TCU, Electrical Workers, Crown Trophy, St. Andrews Products, Imagineering Finishing Technologies, and the IHSAA.
And this edition of the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week is being brought to you by the Jordan Automotive Group. Simple, easy, stress-free. Welcome inside Phil Waybright Gymnasium as we get you ready for North Judson and Argos. Our pregame show brought to you by the St. Joe County Police Department. Time now to look at our Jordan Automotive Keys to Win. And when we start with the visitors from North Judson, I think you're going to really be entertained watching Kelson Jordan play. The 6'6 senior averaging 16 points and 4.5 rebounds a game. Coming back from breaking both wrists last season, but he's an outstanding three-point shooter at 39%, leads the team in assists and block shots, and he gets a lot of help from a classmate, Ty Schumacher. The 6'2 senior just broke the 1,000-point mark for his career last week. 36 of 80, 44% from three-point range, and a terrific defensive player. The keys to win for Kent Cheesem and the Blue Jays.
The keys to win tonight for the Blue Jays, they need to make sure they protect the paint on defense. Don't let that inlet pass get down in the paint. They need to guard the glass. They cannot afford to have any second chance buckets and high level of shot selection. They need to make sure they move the ball and make sure they get that high level shot. Here's Kent Cheesem on the importance of the tempo.
I think a lot of times it's easier to control tempo when you want to play slower. So we're going to have to try to find some ways to pressure the ball without giving up, too much to JJ. We're going to have to put a lot of help on him, and sometimes when you do that, then you can't pressure some of the other guys. So hopefully we're able to get out and create some turnovers and run a little bit.
And when Kent Cheesem talks about JJ, well, that name means only one thing around here, and that's J.J. Morris. The 6'6 senior for Argos is scoring 20 points and 5 rebounds a game. Over 1,100 career points, double figures in every game but one this season. Can't do it himself, though, and he gets some help from the junior Sean Richard, 6 foot 2 inches tall, 13 and a half and 5 rebounds a game, but Richard also crafty with the ball. He leads them in assists and steals.
The keys to win tonight for the Dragons of Argos. They need to win the rebounding battle. That's offense and defense. They need to make sure they put a body on somebody at all times and crash the boards. They want to control the pace. They want to make sure they slow it down just a little bit and play their own pace, and then keep the ball moving. That's around the perimeter, in the inlet passes, move the ball, move the ball. Here's Jason Breeden on the evaluation of his team.
Yeah, as the season's come along, Chuck, I just really feel we've made improvements in a lot of areas. One area is our rebounding. I feel we lost a game or two early on in the year just from our lack of rebounding. So obviously that's been an improvement, and it's something that we're going to have to do tonight to have a chance in this ball game. And all in all, I just have a great group of guys to work with. We've got 4 dedicated seniors that necessarily haven't played much the past 3 years, and they've just came into the season the whole time just working hard and buying into their roles immediately.
The stage is set here inside the Dragon's Den at Philway Bright Gym for a battle of small school powers. North Judson faces Argos. Those have been the Jordan Automotive keys to win on the St. Joe County Police Department pregame show. The tip-off is next on 46. And this edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Intera Credit Union. Excellence, integrity, and invested. Starting lineups being introduced. Here's Bo Hunt.
First for North Judson, sponsored by 1056 Brewing. Kelsey Jordan leads the team with 50 assists and 28 block shots. Quinn Bales, 6'3" junior. Connor Benson, linebacker on the football team. Ty Schumacher, shooting 44% from the three-point range, just broke the 1,000-point mark on last Friday, and also leads the team with 26 steals. And Cheyenne Allen, the all-time leading rusher at North Judson, San Pierre. And for the Argos Dragons, the home team on the scoreboard, sponsored by Argos High School, Nate Manikowski, shooting 39% from the three-point range. J.J. Morris, just under 1,200 career points. Just got that smooth mid-range jumper. Elijah Osborne, 5'10" senior. Luke Stoltz has really been a big improvement on his inside game, and he's the big man with a nice perimeter touch. And Sean Richard leads the team with 79 assists and 32 steals.
These two teams first met in 1935. Series all knotted at 9. North Judson won it last year by 4 in the Blue Jays' nest.
Here's a check on the uniforms for the game, brought to you by St. Andrews Products. The home team, the Argos Dragons, they're wearing the white jerseys, white shorts, black numbers and letters, and gold trim. The visiting team, North Judson San Pierre Blue Jays, wearing the blue jerseys and shorts, white numbers and letters with the gold trim. These teams look great, and so can your team. For the finest in apparel and promotional products, contact St. Andrews Products at sales@standrewscorp.com. And here with the opening tip, Hall of Famer Chuck Freebie.
Christian Flores will throw it up between Kelson Jordan and J.J. Morris. North Judson wins the tip. Kent Cheesen's team has won 7 in a row. They come in 17-3. Their best win over Fountain Central. All 3 of their losses to 3A teams. North Judson a 2A team. Cheyenne Allen underneath. Jackknifes it in off the glass for 2. Allen, the 6'1" senior, and North Judson offering full court pressure to the 13-5 Argos Dragons, who've won 4 in a row. And the Dragons thrown away on their opening possession. You'll see North Judson really try to accelerate the tempo tonight. Argos will try to be a little bit more patient with the basketball. The Dragons don't have a lot of depth past the starting 5.
To get this first quarter going, a reminder that this first quarter is sponsored by the town of North Judson.
And our live stream tonight being sponsored by Church of the Heartland. Cheyenne Allen over to Kelson Jordan. Ty Schumacher for 3. Ring it up. Schumacher's three-pointer sponsored by Wapple Grain and Herb. And Schumacher will do that a lot. He's a 44% three-point shooter. Osborne lost the handle. Here come the Blue Jays 3-on-1. All the way for the layup is Quinn Bales, and it's a 7-0 start for North Judson.
Well, that's what North Judson can do. They can score in spurts just like that with a multitude of guys, and it shows how versatile this team is.
For Argos, the key here will be poise as Morris is double teamed and gives it off to Elijah Osborne. Osborne outside the arc. Here's Nate Manikowski. Luke Stultz outside. Morris down on the block over Allen. Couldn't get it to go, but the rebound up and in by Stultz, who has been playing a lot better as of late. Stultz in double figures in 4 games in a row has raised his average to just under 10 a game. Jordan in the corner for 3, too hard, and Stultz with the rebound. First miss by the Blue Jays. Morris attempted a lob pass. It was deflected and stolen by Schumacher. 3 turnovers already for the Dragons, not what Jason Breeden had in mind. Allen from the wing. And I say that with a little shock because, quite frankly, that's not a shot a lot of teams take anymore, but it was a good one for Cheyenne Allen.
Yeah, it's a very high percentage shot that really needs to be taken more often. I think Craig Heatherly's talked about it quite often.
Morris inside the arc is short. The rebound loose on the floor and controlled by Argos. Stultz can't connect. This time the rebound to Connor Benson. Benson outside to Schumacher. Wanted to go to Jordan down low, nearly threw it away. Allen feeling it early, short, and the rebound to Stultz. First missed 2 by the Blue Jays. An action-packed opening 3 minutes here inside Phil Waybright Gym. Elijah Osborne, the bearded one. Now to Richard, down low, looking for Morris, well defended by Kelson Jordan.
You can see they're really trying to work that paint with Morris, get him down low. They feel they have a big matchup advantage with Morris down low.
Here's Jordan up top for 3. It's sponsored by Waffle Grain and Urban. Jason Breeden wants a timeout. It's sponsored by Thacker Heating and Air. Kelson Jordan and the North Judson Blue Jays have hit 5 of their first 7, and they lead 12-2 on 46. And this edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by Bill's Heating. Keeping families and businesses comfortable since 1951. This kind of start bodes well for North Judson, not only because they're up by 10, but they have won their last 23 in a row when they score 45 or more. They got the foot on the pedal tonight.
Yeah, they like to get up and go and get that pace moving, and they can score. I mean, they got 4 guys in the scoring column already.
Good balance for Kent Cheesham's team. That's been the case most of the year. Kent said, I'm not sure there's anything that we do exceptionally well, but there's nothing that we're very poor at either.
I think they're the team aspect. I mean, they go out there and they play so well as a team, and they know where each other's going to be. And I've seen them already pass up a couple decent shots for better shots.
6 seniors on this squad, and they get along famously, and that's one of the reasons they're playing so well. Full court pressure here against J.J. Morris and the Dragons. Manikowski has it across the stripe. Nate, 3-sport athlete, gets it over to Sean Richard. The southpaw outside to Osborne. Stultz up top. Richard thought about the 3, instead goes to Osborne underneath. In the land of the trees, he needs help and lost the ball. 5 turnovers already for Argos. Bales against the 2-3 zone of the Dragons. Bales for 3. Short, and the rebound to Allen. Trying to feed Bales underneath, but the pass was awry and stolen away by Argos. Here comes Richard. Morris up top, guarded by Allen. Good ball movement here by the Dragons. Showing a little bit of patience in this possession. Richard. Morris had to use strong hands to keep it away from the pesky Allen. And you hear the Blue Jay fans encouraging the defense. Richard trapped on the baseline. Manikowski finds Morris. Now Stultz. Not a lot of open looks that Argos is passing up here, and the defense pays off. Allen will go the distance. Much like football.
Cheyenne with 6 early points here in the first period for North Judson.
He averages 9 a game. Now Richard falls down. It's taken back by Richard, and he finds a wide open Stultz underneath for 2. Luke Stultz, a relative of the Major League pitcher Eric, but not sure necessarily first cousin, second cousin, how it works down here.
One cousin away.
10-point lead for the Blue Jays, and outside it goes to Schumacher, who had it rim out on him, and Stultz collects the loose change and draws contact from Cheyenne Allen, the first foul called in the game.
The Argos Athletics Department would like to wish good luck to all the student athletes, clubs, and organizations in their upcoming events. Hard work creates excellence, and success comes from the involvement and dedication of students, coaches, teachers, and the Argos community. Good luck, and go Dragons.
Argos facing this relentless full court pressure from North Judson. Nobody open for Manikowski. He finally got it into Richard. Manikowski over to J.J. Morris. Morris had a step on Eric Materna, who checked into the game. Here's Morris. Up and under from Materna, and he scores his first basket of the game. J.J. averaging 20 a contest.
The town of North Judson congratulates the Blue Jays on an amazing season. The town of North Judson working hard to build a better, more vibrant community for generations ahead.
The 2-3 zone by Argos has slowed down North Judson a little bit. Dragons trying to creep back in. Bales in the lane, up strong with the left, but couldn't hit. And the rebound loose on the floor. Materna out-battled. Deep 3 by Jordan. It's sponsored by Waffle Grain and Herb. Kelson.
Wow, he's got range.
That one was from the volleyball line. The 11-point Blue Jay lead. Morris, good move with the left. Nice pass, but it's deflected away and out of bounds by Bales.
The North Judson St. Pierre Veterinary Clinic cheers for the Blue Jays. Keep up the great work. For all your animals, big and small, the North Judson St. Pierre Veterinary Clinic is here to help.
See where Jordan took that shot. Osborne trying to match it at the other end, but the iron unkind and the rebound to Bales. Blue Jays testing Jordan's range again. Wouldn't go. Rebound blocked as Stultz rejects Materna. Here's Stultz. Ooh, he wanted to pull the trigger and didn't. See the clock, right-hand corner of the Intera Credit Union scoreboard. Get the feeling Argos wants to hold for one.
The Break Room Grill is proud to support Argos Athletics. The Break Room on Michigan Street in Argos features fresh farm burgers and fantastic chicken. Come take a break at the Break Room.
Richard was rejected, and the rebound tipped up and in by Schumacher just before the horn. An electric first quarter for the North Judson St. Pierre Blue Jays. Cheyenne Allen was working hard on the inside. Ty Schumacher lighting it up from the outside, and the Blue Jays fly to a 13-point lead, 19-6 after 1 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the St. Joseph County Police Department. Join the team and help protect and serve our community. I don't think he protects us very much, but he does serve as a courtside reporter. Craig Heatherly, your thoughts on that first quarter?
Yeah, in that quarter, you saw North Judson's balance on the offensive end. Multiple guys scoring the basketball. And then also on the defensive end, multiple guys defending and flying around. But it's their effort that set them apart in that quarter. They're getting every 50-50 basketball. When there's a loose ball, you see blue jerseys swarming to it, and that's the difference in that quarter.
Second quarter will be brought to us as well by the town of North Judson.
Bailey's Discount Center is proud to support the Blue Jays, from general merchandise to furniture and flooring. Bailey's Discount Center is America's bargain capital with over 5 acres of amazing bargains under one roof. Visit Bailey'sDiscountCenter.com.
So the Dragons down by 13. They start the second quarter with the basketball. Morris, great pass underneath. Manikowski lays it up and in. Nate Manikowski, the 6-foot senior, averaging 6 a game.
Just the start that Argos needed here in the second period. Now they need a couple stops down at the defensive end.
Those have been tough to come by. North Judson has been pumping up shots, but Materno steps out of bounds here. Just the second turnover by the Blue Jays.
Thacker Heating and Air proudly supports Argos Athletics. Thacker Heating and Air Inc. has been offering professional fast service to Argos in the surrounding Marshall and Fulton County area since 1987. Visit ThackerHeatingAirInc.com or call for a free estimate today.
Osborne in the corner. There's J.J. Morris. Morris back to Osborne for the layup. Boy, J.J. Morris so unselfish with the basketball. He is really almost a 6'6" point guard on this team.
Yeah, he really tries to get everybody involved with the team and really get his teammates those buckets underneath and feeding them.
You'll meet him at halftime, one of our Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes of the Week. Quinn Bales, related to the Northridge Bales brothers as a first cousin. Cheyenne Allen for 3. That's usually not his game, but Morris stepped out of bounds trying to get the basketball.
The Point in North Judson supports the Blue Jays. Try the best rated burger in Stark County or any of the great sandwiches, sides, and drinks. Hey, don't forget the ice cream, soft serve, hand dip, milkshakes, malts, and more. Only at the Point Drive-In.
Cheyenne Allen had 6 in the first quarter. It's like many of the football games he played in this year. See Aldrich Harper, speaking of football, the quarterback from the football team, number 11 in the game now. Bales for 3. Too hard, and the rebound by Elijah Osborne. Richard will bring it up, guarded by Schumacher. Manikowski outside. Sean Richard. Argos trying to find a way to get some offense going here, and Cheyenne Allen called for his second foul of the night.
1056 Brewing has outstanding burgers, pizza, and craft beverages in a great family-friendly environment. 1056 is proud to have been named Business of the Year in Stark County and is deeply rooted in the community. Bring the family or team down for a great experience, and a big shout out to 1056 Brewing for feeding the crew tonight.
Oh, good stuff as always. Stultz inside, Morris for 3. Rims out, but Stultz the rebound, blocked by Benson. And Harper stepped on the end line trying to save it.
Church of the Heartland of Stark County is cheering for the Blue Jays. Join Church of the Heartland at 11 on Sundays for a relaxed atmosphere, relevant teaching, and powerful student ministries. Located on State Road 10, just a mile west of Highway 35.
Stolen away by Aldrich Harper. 7th turnover for Argos. And Kent Cheatham wants a timeout. We will take it as well. It's sponsored by the Subway in North Judson. 5:44 to go first half. Argos has it down to a single-digit game, trailing 19-10 on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you by Imagineering Finishing Technologies, IFT, where quality is a way of life. A little factoid sponsored by Anderson, Agostino, and Keller. And Kent Cheatham, you may not know him because he hasn't been in our area very long, but among the active area coaches, he's 5th in career wins. And when you're in the company of guys like Rhodes and Wells and Snodgrass and Berger, that's pretty good company to be in.
Yeah, not sure they're quite up where Rhodes is at with the 685, but everybody else in those high 300s, I mean, he's definitely in good company with those guys.
We were laughing before the game because Kent Cheatham has been coaching about 2.5 years before Jason Breeden became a glimmer in his parents' eye. 28 years on various benches, including Covington, Clinton Prairie, and Lagodi.
Eric and Laura Wapple appreciate the outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams at North Judson, San Pierre. Keep up the hard work and keep the championships coming.
There you see Jason Breeden on the Argos sideline, just his second season, taking over for the veteran Gordon Mawson. And Jason's done a great job here. 30-11 in those 2 years. Of course, he comes from a coaching tree. When you play at LaVille and you play for Michael Edison with Jack Edison helping out, you can see a lot of that in the way Argos runs its offense tonight. Schumacher for 3, bring it up. Sponsored by Waffle, Grain, and Herb, and Ty Schumacher with 8 points tonight.
4th three-pointer for North Judson made tonight. Just a great job of working in the inside and out.
And Argos hasn't hit a 3, and that's the difference in the game right now. Those 4 threes, 12 points. A.J. Mills in the game. Where's number 15 for Argos? J.J. Morris dumps it off to Stultz underneath with a beautiful left-hand reverse. Morris isn't scoring a lot tonight, but his passing has been spectacular.
Well, if he can get Stultz the ball and they can make that look inside, 6'6" and 6'5" guys at the 1A level, they can definitely do some damage in the sectional.
And they have an interesting sectional. Michigan City Marquette, which had a big win streak snap the other night, is probably the favorite in that sectional. They got guys like Jason Kobe and Lucas Balling who are really good players, but you mentioned this combo. This is formidable.
Yeah, I think Sagarin ratings just has Michigan City Marquette just a little above Argos, but they definitely have a good shot.
Benson underneath, nice feed to Kelson Jordan for 2. And that's a nice little inside-out combo for North Judson as well.
Subway in North Judson wants to give a shout out to the Blue Jays on an awesome year. Call Subway in North Judson for your catering needs.
I talked to Jason Breeden before the game about this North Judson team. He used one word time and again: loaded. They are loaded. And so far, he would appear to be accurate in that assessment. Of the steal by Cheyenne Allen. Showtime! No, he missed the dunk. Knocked out of bounds by Morris.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies brand is globally known as the knowledge source for metal finishing. Like the teams in this game, Imagineering is always working toward a great finish. IFT is proud to support all student athletes. Right there,
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. He's like, oh man, I got my TV 46 dunk going on. I got that electrifying play of the game coming. I'm going to go sit on the bench next to a coach right now.
I know Cheyenne's done many squats in his life. One more, buddy.
Or one
more.
less.
Or one less. Yeah.
Bales in the lane, couldn't hit the 2, and the rebound to Stultz. Sean Richard outside to Stultz. Luke can shoot the 3. He has just decided not to tonight. 4 of 16 from 3. Meanwhile, Morris had his pass ripped away by his buddy Kelson Jordan. Jordan lost the handle, but got it back. Great spacing here by North Judson as they move the ball.
I love how they move away from the ball as well.
Jordan for 3, yes sir. Sponsored by Waffle, Grain, and Herb. Kelson Jordan now with 11, including 3 threes here in the first half.
He's got a nice little touch on the outside.
He came in shooting 39% from three-point range. That was his 49th 3 of the season that he just buried, and the Blue Jay lead is 15. Kent Cheatham said, though, before the game, they set up a lot of their offense with their defense. That's been the case tonight. But J.J. Morris was too strong for Eric Materna that time, and it'll be an old-fashioned three-point play attempt as you get another look on the 46 replay.
That's a great job by Morris, really going up strong, getting position, taking it into the hoop, getting the foul, the bucket, and the bump.
63% free throw shooter. Very competitive player, loves to be challenged. First free throw for either team tonight. Nestles in. 5 for Morris. Can Argos get a surge here late in the first half and get back in this thing? Jordan working on Morris. Benson breezed on by. Connor Benson with his first basket of the night. So all 5 starters have now scored for the Blue Jays. Manikowski. Here's Stoltz.
I think one of the biggest differences, too, here is just North Judson's ability to put the pressure on them defensively.
Morris down low. Look at the beautiful spin away from traffic to score. Argos has hit 5 of their last 6 twos. Problem is, North Judson's been raining in threes to pad the margin. Materna outside. He's our North Judson student athlete of the week. Jordan. Now Schumacher. Great pass down low to Materna, blocked from behind by Morris. It'll go back to North Judson.
Martin Supermarkets, groceries to go. Annual subscriptions are now available, just $29.99 for the year. Get ad pricing, digital coupon recipes directly from your account. Learn more at martinsgroceriestogo.com.
Bales. Now Schumacher. North Judson showing a little patience. Jordan, topside triple. Too strong. Osborne chases down the loose change.
Oh, good job. North Judson just stepping in there. Ty Schumacher wasn't able to save it, though. Just that pressure that they're putting on defensively in this press as well.
See if Argos can hold for the last shot here, down 12. Or if they want to. Richard has numbers in transition. Felt he was fouled, but it's just knocked out of bounds, and Argos will get it back.
Here to protect and serve our community, St. Joe County Police Department is hiring immediately. Employment opportunities for high school graduates are available, and they offer a host of benefits and a true family environment on their team. Learn more at sjcindiana.com/employment.
Osborne outside, and indeed Argos will hold for one. See the clock, right-hand corner of the Intera Credit Union scoreboard. Under 10 as Morris checks the clock on the scoreboard. Set up Materna, drove right, baseline, wouldn't go. Rebound Bales, can he crank it from half court? Close, but not enough. First half has come to an end. We go downstairs to Craig Heatherly with the Bills Heating courtside report.
All right, Coach, strong first quarter there. Their zone kind of slowed you down a little bit. What was it that got your rhythm back there offensively?
Well, we just kind of got out and ran a little bit, hit a couple shots. You know, we're still maybe shooting a little too quick against that zone. I'd like to work that high-low a little bit more, but I like the effort so far.
You've kept J.J. Morris in check for the most part. What's the message to the team defensively?
Yeah, we just got to know where he is all the time and hopefully keep him out of the middle of the floor.
Awesome. Coach, good luck in the second half. Back to you, Chuck.
Thanks, Craig. Great first half for the North Judson Blue Jays. Ty Schumacher at 8. J.J. Morris answered with 7, but Kelson Jordan leads all scorers with 11. Jays up by 12 as we go to the Tony Letcher Health Market Student Athletes next on 46. Halftime here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Time now to honor our Student Athletes of the Week. It's a feature brought to us by our friend Tony Letcher with Health Markets. 2 outstanding and very tall student athletes this week from these 2 schools. We have Eric Materna from North Judson, J.J. Morris from Argos. We always start with the visitors first. Not only is Eric the 6th man on this basketball team, but also a regional champion in track in the 400 meters, and yet still getting it done in the classroom. 11th in your class at North Judson St. Pierre High School. How do you balance all that out?
I think that having a strong academically will lead you to have a good athletic career, and you really balance it out by always doing your work on time and at home when you have extra time.
I had a chance to talk to some of your classmates this week. They said it's such a strong bond in the senior class on this basketball team. How have you accepted your role in this group?
I've accepted that I'm a leader and just going to continue our win streak here. I feel that every kid on the team has a big part in leadership and putting the team first.
Being a leader sometimes comes naturally for people. Other times it comes from being around great people. Talk about the people in your support system who have helped you become the young man that you are today.
My mom and dad are big supporters of me, and also my friends. They push me in practice every day. They push me in the classroom. They push me everywhere.
Mentioned he's a regional champion in the 400 meters, headed to Marion University in Indianapolis. What made you select that school?
I feel that they have a great system. I feel that they will make me the best accountant, which I'm going to go for accounting, and they're going to make me the best human I can be. So,
what made you interested in accounting?
I love numbers. I love math.
There's got to be somebody that does. We're glad you are. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
That's Eric Materna from North Judson High School. Over here, this big fella is J.J. Morris, one of the leaders of this Argos basketball team and also one of the leaders in this school. J.J., it's not easy to make the investment that you've made in basketball as well as your education. How do you balance everything out?
Just making your time worth it. When you do get the chance to be in the gym or in the classroom, you just don't mess around and make your time that you're in there worth it.
Last year we came here and you had a very strong senior class to help lead things. This year you've had to kind of step up in a leadership role. What's that been like for you?
It's been a little different because, like you're saying, there was 4 seniors in that class, and even though I was one of the leaders of that team, you just had experience above you, and it was good to be able to lean back on that versus now that's not the case. And when things are going good or bad, people are going to look towards you for guidance. So it's just different in that aspect that everybody does look towards you now.
Aside from those teammates, who are the other people that you would consider your support system, the people that have invested in you?
My mom and dad, they're the biggest supporters I have. I've always said that they're my #1 fans, but they're also my #1 critics, so they hold me accountable but push me at the same time. So
it's great to have somebody like that in your corner. Eventually, though, the playing days end here at Argos in probably a month or two. Then what happens?
I for sure will go for finance in some area. Either go to Indiana University just for school, or I will go to Ohio Northern or DePaul to play basketball. So
offers are coming in.
Yeah, big decisions to make.
Great decisions to make, though.
Fun decisions.
All right, best of luck to you, JJ. That's JJ Morris from Argos, Eric Materna from North Judson St. Pierre. Our student athletes of the week brought to us by our friend Tony Letcher with Health Markets. Stick around. We've got halftime highlights and stats coming up. You're watching the TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week. Back inside Phil Wainwright Gymnasium, North Judson on top of Argos 29-17. Welcome inside the Martin Supermarket broadcast booth. Chuck Freeby and Bo Hunt high above the fray tonight here in the Dragon's Den. Impressive first half by North Judson. First time we've seen them this year. They get up and down the floor and they spread it around nicely.
I don't know how they don't have a vote. I mean, this is a very well-balanced team. They got players, they got guys that can shoot it from the outside. They have the height inside. And what impresses me most is they play really team defense. They do a great job on that defensive end.
Well, let's show you how it got to be this way here in Argos tonight, because North Judson came out firing right away. Cheyenne Allen found the bank open on a Friday night in Argos, and the Blue Jays were soaring. They had Ty Schumacher bury at 3, got off to a 7-0 lead in this one before Luke Stultz came in with a rebound basket to get Argos on the board. But Allen had himself a nice first half with 6 points, including that punk dunk right there. North Judson would get the threes going from Kelson Jordan. He had 3 of those in the first half. And then a block here to ignite the break. Eric Materna at the other end. Missed the layup, but Schumacher put it in right before the first quarter buzzer. Second quarter was much better for the Dragons. Elijah Osborne taking the feed from J.J. Morris. But they couldn't do enough to stop the three-point shooting of North Judson. Schumacher dialed long distance, then Jordan 3 of his 11 right there. Morris keeping the Dragons in it with 7 and some great passes. But the first half numbers just show too many threes for North Judson and too many turnovers for Argos.
Yeah, the 2 big areas. I mean, 5 of 12 from three-point shooting from Blue Jays, 0 for 2 for the Dragons, and the turnovers, 8-2 differential. I think those are the 2 big areas you look at. You go in the locker room, you make adjustments, take care of the basketball, and get a hand in the shooter's face.
Well, we'll find out what kind of adjustments Jason Breeden makes when we come back. 29-17, North Judson at the break. This has been the St. Joe County Police Halftime Report on the 46 Game of the Week. And this edition of the 46 Game of the Week being brought to you in part by HealthLink, your community health center. Before we go down to Craig Heatherly for Bill's Heating Courtside Report, let's ask tonight's TCU trivia question. We want to know the brother combo here at Argos, where each of the brothers scored 1,000 points. You can think about that as Mr. Heatherly fills us in on halftime adjustments from Jason Breeden.
Yeah, Coach had a few things to say, specifically defensively. their athleticism is bothering them in their man-to-man defense. So you saw him go to zone. He's probably going to stick with zone. But the biggest thing is he wants them to take longer possessions on offense. But when the shot goes up for North Judson, they've got to box out and finish the play with a tough and strong rebound.
Thank you, Craig. And a quick answer to our TCU trivia question. The brothers who scored 1,000 points here at Argos, the Jennings brothers, Bruce in 74, Doug in 80.
Bruce, assistant principal when I was in school at Bremen, principal over there after that. I remember those guys. I think Tuttle, Rich Tuttle back in there, Muncie, those guys, Jennings. The movie Hoosiers actually could have been wrote about Argos. They were very close to winning the state championship that year. They beat a great Elkhart Central team.
Elkhart Central was coming off a Final Four team. They're playing Argos in a regional final at Northside Gym, and the people at Elkhart think we're in the semi-state.
Yep.
And they got drubbed by 15 by the team that eventually wound up going to the state finals with a one-class state final.
And New Year's means new beginnings, so isn't it time to work for a company where employees are the most valuable asset? Well, now's your chance because Reshcore in Bristol is hiring. Production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. To learn more about joining the Reshcore family, visit reshcore.com.
Cheyenne Allen misses the three, and Osborne gets the rebound for a 5'10 guard. He's had a ton of rebounds tonight. So Argos getting the business here, trying to get back in it. J.J. Morris misses on the three, and the rebound to Ty Schumacher. Argos fans trying to encourage their 2-3 defense here. A defense that might as well get physical. They did not get called for one foul in the first half.
Yeah, they can definitely get up and get a hand in a guy's face, put the pressure on that three-point perimeter, and really extend it out even farther.
Connor Benson outside, the point guard on this team, found the open man underneath, but Allen couldn't hit, and the rebound to Manikowski. Jason Breeden calls out one from the Argos sideline. Osborne. Now Morris driving on Allen down the baseline, missed the shot, well defended by Kelson Jordan. Quinn Bales comes the other way for the Blue Jays. Bales to Kelson Jordan. There's Schumacher for three. That wouldn't go. Allen soared for the tip, couldn't score it, and the rebound out of bounds to Argos.
This game's health tip is brought to you by HealthLink. Healthy kids are better students and better athletes. Schedule your child's annual checkup at HealthLink today. HealthLink offers medical, dental, vision, and more, regardless of your ability to pay.
Argos still trying to solve this pressure from North Judson. Here comes Sean Richard down the lane. Scoop layup wouldn't go. Here's Jordan the other way, and in transition, the Blue Jays love to run. Jordan with great moves.
Kelson Jordan, what a nice move. 13 points on the night for Jordan.
On Michael Jordan's 60th birthday, Kelson Jordan, I won't say any Michael-like moves, but it was a nice move to the basket. J.J. Morris is able to go to the line for two after being fouled on the way up, and you'll get another look on the 46 Sports replay. Foul on Kelson Jordan is his first.
The Argos Athletic Department would like to wish good luck to all the student athletes, clubs, and organizations in their upcoming events. Hard work creates excellence, and success comes from the involvement and dedication of students, coaches, teachers, and the Argos community. Good luck and go Dragons.
Morris, a member of the National Honor Society, 4-H, and the Student Council. And he hit 1 of 2 at the stripe. 8 points, but North Judson still up comfortably by 13. Good crowd inside Phil Waybright Gym tonight. Underneath, it's Bales with the up and under for 2.
Great job by Quinn. Bales just giving the little pump and going under and getting the easy bucket.
Quinn had 12 the other night in the conference clinching win over Caston. Stultz can't hit with the left hand, and The rebound out of bounds to North Judson.
The town of North Judson congratulates the Blue Jays on an amazing season. The town of North Judson working hard to build a better, more vibrant community for generations ahead.
Connor Benson getting instructions from Kent Cheesem on the Blue Jay bench. Kent has won 5 sectionals at 3 different schools, including one at North Judson last year. His team just turned it over there, though. Morris comes the other way and stolen away. Schumacher all the way. Missed the layup, but tipped back in by Bales. 6 for Quinn. He averages 9.5 per game. North Judson with its biggest lead at 17. Osborne finds Manikowski. Morris got a little bit of room, then goes underneath to Stultz. Couldn't get it to go, and a foul called on Stultz.
Stultz just a sophomore. I like how aggressive he is under the basket there. He gets the ball, he knows he's taking it to the hoop.
That's something that has developed over the last year for Luke Stultz. You know, he came in last year as a freshman, was on the varsity, so obviously there were some expectations for him.
Yeah.
And I think he's really matured in that role this season. Allen tried to throw it underneath. You don't throw to the feet of Argos kids. They know how to play soccer. One quick note here about North Judson, brought to us by Anderson, Agostino, and Keller. I mentioned that conference title they won the other night. First outright conference title they have won in 27 years.
That's quite a long time.
Now, there were periods of time there that they weren't in a conference, that they played as an independent.
Independent, yes.
And then they tied for a Hoosier North title back in 2020. But the first time they've won it all by themselves since '96.
The North Judson San Pierre Veterinary Clinic cheers for the Blue Jays. Keep up the great work. For all your animals, big and small, the North Judson San Pierre Veterinary Clinic is here to help.
Richard with the left hand up the court. Trying to go right on Schumacher. Morris behind the back. Looking for help. Manikowski for 3. That's well short. An air ball. And it'll go out of bounds to North Judson.
The Break Room Grill is proud to support Argos Athletics. The Break Room on Michigan Street in Argos features farm fresh burgers and fantastic chicken. Come take a break at the Break Room.
Craig Heatherly could have saved Chris Skibby down there, but he left it to the Minions. 3 off the side. And the rebound being batted around. Here's Benson in the lane. He can't hit. Still loose, and Schumacher from the elbow. Tie with 10. North Judson just using its athletic prowess tonight to bedevil this Dragon squad.
Just the depth that they're able to go with every single player and how versatile each player is.
Well, yeah, you take a look at their bench. You've got a 400-meter regional champion in Materna, the quarterback of the football team in Harper, as Richard is blocked on the way up.
The leadership that those guys have coming off the bench as well is just amazing.
And a timeout called by Jason Breeden and Argos. It's sponsored by Thacker Heating and Air. 2:45 to go in the third. North Judson in command on 46. And this edition of the 46th Game of the Week being brought to you by TCU. Discover better banking at TCU. Big night of basketball on 46 tonight. We've got another one tomorrow afternoon. The 3A girls semi-state from LaPorte features Chris Kindick's Tippecanoe Valley Vikings against Brody Garber and the Fairfield Falcons. Game is played at about 1 Eastern. We'll air it at 4 on TV 46. And then for the boys fans, don't forget Sunday on IHSATV.org. The sectional pairings show from Indianapolis. Find out where your school is playing and who. Sunday at 5. That's 4 Central for our friends over in Stark County.
A lot of basketball action this weekend.
Who do you like tomorrow in that Tippy Valley Fairfield game?
It's going to be such a great game. I mean, Tippy Valley's such a team. They play so well. But we've seen Fairfield as well. And, you know, Bree Garber, she's just not the only one on that team. She's got a lot of help as well.
They announced the All-Northeast Corner Conference girls team today, and 4 of the 5 Fairfield starters were on that squad. should be a fun one tomorrow afternoon in LaPorte. Been a nice night here in Argos. A great welcome from Principal Nick Medich and all the folks here with the Dragons. J.J. Morris working hard inside, and he's in double figures again with 10. But he needs some help. Dragons need some heroes down by 17. Jordan back outside. Bales wide open for three. Ring it up. It's sponsored by Waffle Grain and Herb.
Just so versatile, this Judson team. I mean, they got guys that can go inside and also hit the three at the same time. All of them are able to handle the ball.
That's another great point, because there's not a weak link out there either offensively or defensively for this squad. Or at least we haven't found it. And not a lot of other teams have either, because they're on their way to their 8th straight win if they close this one out tonight. Morris down the baseline is fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Bailey's Discount Center is proud to support the Blue Jays, from general merchandising to furniture and flooring. Bailey's Discount Center is America's bargain capital, with over 5 acres of amazing bargains under one roof. Visit Bailey'sDiscountCenter.com.
Kent Cheesem talking to Quinn Bales over on the side as Morris takes the first of 2. JJ with 11 now. You heard him talk about those D3 offers he has from places like Ohio Northern, Manchester, and DePaul. Misses off the back iron, and the rebound to Schumacher. JJ closing in on 1,150 career points. Interesting, Eric Materna called the play from the court, double-checked with Cheesem, and Cheesem said, yeah, go ahead and run that one. We'll see how it works. Bales over to Aldrich Harper. Harper cuts to the foul line, circles back out. Kelson Jordan. And North Judson will reset. Blue Jays can afford to be patient. They're up by 19 here.
I think the play they called was to kind of stall it up a little bit. They weren't really looking to go inside unless it was a wide open shot. Thacker Heating and Air proudly supports Argus Athletics. Thacker Heating and Air Corp has been offering professional fast service to Argus and the surrounding Marshall and Fulton County area since 1987. Visit Thacker Heating and Air Inc.com or call for a free estimate today.
Did you signal down that you needed to get a live read in?
I did.
Nagel used to do that a lot. Schumacher for 3.
Wow.
Worked well, didn't it? Tie with 13. And a turnover by Argus will give North Judson one last shot with 3 seconds left.
Reminder, 1056 Brewing has outstanding burgers, pizzas, and crafts, beverages, and a great family-friendly environment. 1056 fed our crew tonight, and they were named Business of the Year in Stark County, and they have deeply rooted in the community. Bring the family or team down for a great experience. 1056 Brewing.
Schumacher for 3. It won't go, but everything else has clicked for the Blue Jays tonight, as Kent Cheesem's team has come out firing with Kelson Jordan spinning off the glass for 2. Ty Schumacher also has 13 tonight. J.J. Morris trying to keep Argus in it. But North Judson up by 22. Get them some votes on 46. This edition of the 46 Game of the Week is being brought to you by the electrical workers of Local 153, making our communities brighter since 1914. We go downstairs for a Bills Heating courtside report. Craig, we saw Penn last week, and undoubtedly Marcus Burton and that team the best in the area. Where do you rank North Judson with other teams we've seen this year?
Yeah, they're a great team. Bo, you've mentioned it a few times on this broadcast. They play so well together. They're balanced. They compete on both sides of the floor. But the greatest separation in this game is in the paint. These guys are athletic. They're tough. They're taking and making high percentage shots around the basket. And Argus is playing that zone, and one of the hardest things to do against is to rebound out of the zone. And you're seeing North Judson get all over the glass.
Yeah, they have not been able to put a body on the Judson athletes.
Well, and I think that's the thing. I mean, a lot of these guys are football players on the Judson team that has been very successful, not only in their records, but in the weight room as well. I mean, they hit the weights hard.
Well, we've seen some of these great North Judson athletes through the football season. Brett Lambert's team got all the way to the semi-state. And here's one of those guys. There's Cheyenne Allen's dunk.
He knew he was going to get it down sooner or later, get that opportunity to get the highlight.
Could well be our electrifying play of the game as Richard travels. It's been that kind of night for Argos. You get another look on the 46 Sports replay of Allen, a Blue Jay that can fly.
Just a great job of getting down, elevating, and throwing it down.
Not bad for a 6'1" guy. It's not exactly a Nerf hoop out there.
It's not.
Wyatt Stowe in the game now for North Judson. He handles it up top, number 12. Schumacher from the baseline. Couldn't get that one to go, and a push-off foul called against Materna.
The Point in North Judson supports the Blue Jays. Try the best rated burger in Stark County or any of their great sandwiches, sides, and drinks. And don't forget about the ice cream. They got soft serve, hand dip, milkshakes, malts, and more. Only at the Point Drive-In.
I thought I showed great discipline this week. Not
You didn't stop?
stopping because I so wanted to.
Their milkshakes are unbelievable.
My goodness. They made David Haw the man he is today.
They sure did.
Richard was nearly trapped. Instead, Morris underneath for 2. JJ with 13. Here's Jordan at the other end. He was bumped from behind by Stultz. Good sportsmanship shown by Stultz as he helps Kelson Jordan up, and he'll go to the foul line for free throw sponsored by Bailey's Discount Center.
Well, they called it on the floor.
He won't. They called it on the floor. Lob inside, and the bucket scored by Eric Materna, his first basket of the night. I figured I'd better give Bailey's a mention because there has not been a North Judson free throw tonight. And there may not be.
Yeah, Argus, there's only 2 fouls on them on the whole night. No fouls in the first half.
Morris with a little garbage can putback. He's got 15, 1,150 for the career. But North Judson up by 22. And they whip it down low to Wyatt Stowe. North Judson in a sectional that they will host, where they've got teams like Hebron and LaVille coming in, as Allen, the third Blue Jay in double figures now with 10. Morris comes the other way feeding Stultz, and Jordan says, get that shot out of here. 4 on 2 for Judson. Coming all the way is Materna outside to Jordan for 3. And the rebound of Richard. Richard with a burst, and he's fouled, and Materna will be called for his 4th.
Church of the Heartland of Stark County is cheering for the Blue Jays. Join Church of the Heartland at 11 on Sundays for a relaxed atmosphere, relevant teaching, and a powerful student ministry. Located on State Road 10, just a mile west of Highway 35.
Actually, they call the foul on Wyatt Stowe, only his 1st. Richard to Morris for 3. Couldn't get it to go. Not sure Argus has hit a 3 all night.
No, I do not have them as a 3.
12 twos and a couple of free throws. Actually, 11 twos and 3 free throws. Jordan underneath, Materna for 2. Eric now with 4. 8th in his class at North Judson Sam Pierre High School. Morris had his pass deflected away. Blue Jays want to keep on running. Schumacher outside to Jordan for 3. Too strong. Allen on the rebound, banked it home. Cheyenne with 12. Only averages 9 a game. An impressive performance by North Judson tonight. They will go to 18-3 with this win, and they'll be the favorite at their sectional, no doubt. We mentioned the two teams to really keep an eye on, Hebron and LaVille, as Morris is about the only guy scoring right now for Argos. He has 17, and Materna again comes down and pats the head, which means North Judson could run some clock here.
Eric and Laura Wapple appreciate the outstanding athletes, coaches, and teams at North Judson St. Pierre. Keep up the hard work and keep the championships coming. Also like to thank Subway in North Judson. They want to give a shout out to the Blue Jays on an awesome year. Call Subway in North Judson for your catering needs.
Cheyenne Allen holds it outside, as North Judson looking to kill some clock, and a timeout called by Kent Cheesem will take it as well. It's sponsored by Subway in North Judson. 3:34 to go in this one. Jays lead at 53-27 on 46. And this edition of the 46th Game of the Week being brought to you in part by the Indiana High School Athletic Association, partnering with TV 46 for over 30 years. Reminder, we've got college basketball on 103.1 FM this weekend, Saturday at noon. Red Hot Indiana takes on Illinois, and then Purdue comes back home. They need it. The road has been tough for the Boilermakers. They'll take on Ohio State Sunday at 1, both of those on 103.1 FM.
Tough to play on the road in the Big Ten this year.
Both those teams found it's tough to play in Evanston.
It is. Northwestern, hottest team in basketball right now.
Eric Materna red hot here in the fourth as he lays it up and in. He has 6. And North Judson up by 28 on an Argos team that had come in with a record of 13-5 and having won 4 straight. J.J. Morris unstoppable underneath there in the second half. He has 19.
Well, he's just been all J.J. Morris here in the second half for Argos.
And literally.
Yes.
He's the only player who has scored for the Dragons in the second half.
Imagineering Finishing Technologies brand is globally known as the knowledge source for metal finishing. Like the teams in this game, Imagineering is always working toward a great finish. IFT is proud to support all student athletes.
North Judson to inbound with Quinn Bales. Kent Cheesem getting his guys lined up here. 2:37 to go. And they'll just throw it into the backcourt to Materna.
Martin's Supermarkets Groceries to Go annual subscriptions are now available at just $29.99 a year. Get ad pricing, digital coupon, recipes directly from your account. Learn more at martinsgroceriestogo.com.
Aldrich Harper in the scoring column with his first basket of the night for the 6-foot senior. He was an all-Hoosier North Conference baseball player last year. Morris travels because he turned his ankle.
Well, the ankle just a tad there. Doesn't look like it's too serious, so they're going to sub in for him, get him out. Don't need to have him get hurt in this game.
2:12 left. You might as well just take a seat for the night and come back and be ready to go for the next one.
A new year means new beginnings, so isn't it time to work for a company where employees are the most valuable asset? Well, now's your chance because Reshcore in Bristol is hiring. Production positions available in a team-driven environment with excellent benefits that include medical, dental, and a 401k. To learn more about joining the Reshcore family, visit reshcore.com. That's RESCHCOR.com.
Materna down in the corner. Here's Allen. That's North Judson. Looks impressive. Materna couldn't hit the first time, but he will the second. Eric with 8. Manikowski down in the corner for Argos. Richard with a scoop, but it wouldn't go. He gets his own rebound, though, and that one dances in. Sean Richard averages 13.5 a game, but that's his first basket tonight. What a job North Judson has done defensively on this Argos squad.
Just a great job of really not letting him get to the hoop. Every time he's been wanting to drive, they've really had a body on him or somebody in front of him contested him.
North Judson with a road test at Hebron tomorrow night. And we've got a whistle, and subs will come in as Argos wants to get Hayden Hensler a little playing time, pull Luke Stultz out. And we'll also see more subs come in for North Judson. Here's Josiah McDaniel checking into the lineup. And let's see who else has come in the game for Argos. They'll put in the freshman Matt Calhoun. So North Judson will close out with road games. They have Hebron tomorrow night, which is a great pre-sectional test. And then they go to Kankakee Valley. Argos turns around tomorrow night and has a tough road test at Peru. Against a 3A team, they'll close out with senior night next week against Elkhart Christian here at Phil Waybright Gym. McDaniel, member of the football team, handles it up top. Materna, as the Blue Jay fans applaud the effort of their squad tonight. Ketchism squad goes to 18-3 on the year with an impressive 59-31 triumph over the Argos Dragons. Now stick around, a lot to talk about on the St. Joe County Police Department post-game show. We'll have our player of the game and our electrifying play of the game. It's all next on the 46th game of the week.
Thanks for watching the WHME TV 46 High School Basketball Game of the Week, brought to you by
the best 2A team in the area flexed its muscles tonight as they beat the 1A Argos Dragons 59-31. North Judson now 18-3 on the year. Welcome upstairs to the Martin Supermarket broadcast booth. Chuck and Bo high above the fray. Partner North Judson reminds me of another North that we have in the area, and that's Northwood. They are a team that has definitely the two top players, but the rest of the team very team-oriented. They do all things well, and they're really, really good.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing you talk about is their team. They play so well as a team, and it's not just offense and the way they play together. It's the way they play defense together, and they really get after it, and the way they put pressure on the opponent, and their tempo. They want to set the tempo, and Northwood does the same thing. They set that tempo.
Great balance tonight for the Blue Jays. They had 4 players with 9 points or more. One of them is standing by now with Craig Heatherly. It's Kelston Jordan.
All right, we are here with the player of the game, Kelston. Fantastic game. Congratulations. 18-3. You've won 8 straight. Your team was firing on all cylinders. How does it feel?
Feels great, man. We're all playing excellent together. It's some of the best ball we've played.
I mean, you do it all for this team. You lead them in points, you lead them in assists, you lead them in block shots, but you don't do it alone. What makes this team so dangerous?
It's the chemistry that we've built through years of just being friends and playing all the sports together. It's all built, and now we get to release it.
It's your senior year. You've got 6 seniors. You're loaded with upperclassmen. What's it going to take to win championships down the stretch?
It's going to take 100% effort on every single play. That's what it's going to take to win a sectional and a regional. That's what we're going for this year.
Awesome.
Maybe even further.
well, fantastic game. Congratulations to you and the team. Good luck the rest of the season. What a player, what a game. Fun to watch. Chuck, back to you.
I do think they're capable of making a long tournament run. One reason is the athleticism that we saw from this team tonight. Featuring a guy from the football field that did pretty well in the basketball court tonight. Cheyenne Allen providing us with our electrical workers electrifying play of the game. Missed one earlier, he got one in the second half.
Yeah, the second half he went down with the one hand. First half he tried to do 2-hand and really showboat it. Would have been very electrifying, but definitely he deserved to have our electrifying play of the game.
12 points for Allen tonight. That's above his average. We mentioned 4 players with 9 or more, 5 with 8 or more. You get that kind of balance going offensively, you're tough to beat.
I think that's the biggest thing. If you shut down one, they've got so many guys that can really jump in and score and handle the ball and do whatever you need, outside, inside. They can do it all.
And we'll have to see how Argos handles that ankle injury with J.J. Morris. Supposed to play Peru on Saturday night. if that ankle's tender, maybe you just sit him out and get him ready for the tournament.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, they really rely on him, and he has to be healthy. Fortunately, they have a few weeks if it's not nothing serious, and he can get that rested up before sectionals.
Our thanks to our TV46 crew who brought you this one tonight, led by our production manager, Dean Korsmo, and our usual cast of talented men who help us out each and every week. A reminder, we've got girls semi-state action Saturday afternoon here on TV46 as Tippecanoe Valley faces Fairfield in the 3A semi-state. We'll air it at 4 p.m. And then if you're looking for the boys tournament pairings, go to ihsaatv.org. Sunday at 5 p.m. They'll have those for you from the headquarters in Indianapolis. College basketball on the radio this weekend. Illinois and Indiana Saturday at noon. Ohio State at Purdue Sunday at 1, both on 103.1 FM. Now from our broadcast partners, the Hall of Famer Bo Hunt and Craig Heatherly, Chuck Freeby. Once again, the final, North Judson 59, Argos 31. So long from marvelous Marshall County.